in all the bars. Yo, the crowd's feeling it, energy's alive. Spotlight on the tails where the future arrives. Bass in the air, every story's a spark. Late night on bass, we're light in the dark. Bass night stories on the stage, we vibe. Talk show magic where the chain comes alive. Tokens in the flow, let the legends provide. Late night on bass, we're taking it worldwide.
Bienvenidos, mi amigos. Bienvenidos, mi amigos. I am Bill. What is up? Happy Thursday. You know why? I think a lot of you are going to say it's happy Thursday and you guys are good because the markets are pumping. Jesus. What is it? Bitcoin at 120? Let me see. Also, can we give you guys ever watch Dr. Profit? I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. I have no skin in the game. I just kind of watch. I mean, this man, though, is like either he's super stupid or he knows something. But like this guy is just adding money to shorts. Damn, Bitcoin's at 120, almost 121. And this dude is just like, he's been correct for a couple years, but he's really cocky and he's just like shorting the market. I think he's going to get fucked. I would not want to be him. I wouldn't even want to be leverage trading, to be honest with you. But anyways, what is up, guys? We're going to just do kind of like a 40-minute stream. I don't know. We're just going to chat. We're going to have Brandon from CIK on, my homie. And yeah, there's really nothing on the agenda today except obviously talk about the markets, talk about what's popping. If you're on Retake, I think you have a new vanity stream. It's Retake TV / late night on base. Let me check that out real quick. I think that works, which is pretty cool. So let's see. Yeah, a lot to talk about, actually. So the markets are pumping. Then we got to position ourselves for the next leg. Live on. Hold on. Let me let the people know that I'm live on Retake / late night on base. Let's check this out real quick. So we'll wait for Brandon to come. But let's see. Let's see if this works. I think it works. Very cool. It works. So if you guys are on Retake, actually, let's share what it's like in Retake. Listen, Retake is early days. A lot needs to be done. Ted, shout out to you, bro. Repost the stream. I'll find out the answer to. Let's go, brother. Let's go. I'll try to find out the answer to your vibe market question. While we wait for Brandon, let me just first of all, though, share what it looks like if you're watching me on Retake. All right, cool. So if you're watching me on Retake, this is what you see. You see me and the screen. And so listen, it's early fucking days for Retake. I know it's super clanky, but hey, you got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. So I don't think there's going to be a winner take all in this market. I think Zora is going to come and have their cake, and they'll probably do very, very well. Hold on. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're going to do pretty well. Yeah, I'm live. All right, cool. Yeah, they're going to do pretty well. But I think, Retake still has the ability to do very well as well. There has to be a strictly streaming only platform. But I'm positioned in both. Obviously, my main coin is the Clanker coin, which, I own a ton of the supply, and I have a lot of ideas and plans to push that. Zora is kind of the closed wall ecosystem, but obviously it's the darling child, the base. So we got a ton of that supply as well. I see both kind of concurrently running. So, fragmentation is something that has to change in a little bit. See, Eric has just joined us, so we'll get him in a second. Couple more things, though. This episode is brought to you by Karen. And you were wondering why? Because they won our media auction last week. And of course, I got love to those that bid. So this episode is about Karen on Chain, mom influencer. My skincare routine is more stable than your APY fan group. There's the code. So before we get CIK, and we're going to chat all about it, and Eric and talk about token 2049. Later today, one thing that's I do differently is I do media auctions weekly. We didn't do it last week. And we have very, very big plans to now scale this, which is now just not only my media brand, media auctions, but we're going to be opening it up for everyone. The $250 billion asset class, creating from creators to brands on a separate platform. And it's going to be cool because the second platform is going to be income generating. It's going to allow creators to monetize. It's going to allow brands to get better ROIs, and it's going to let fans to participate in this like journey. And if you are a late 9 base holder, you will be able to participate by staking your late 9 base, and you'll be getting trading fees. So stay tuned for that. But I think this massive flywheel that I'll be building is pretty dope. So later today, we have our auction. You get a ton of value, man. So you should bid. If you lose the bid, hey, it's cool. You get your money back right away. But yeah, regardless, though, you should check it out. And now, without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, Eric. Christ is King. What's up, bro?
What's good? What's good, everyone? Come on.
Dude, how are you? First of all, why aren't you at Token 2049? Why is Curtis going to all the fun?
Curtis and Brandon are having all the fun at Token 2049. I'm representing, holding it down here in Texas. The great, hopefully we can get Texas on the blockchain. That'll be like one of the biggest states on the blockchain ever.
What do you think? I think it could happen. Isn't Texas very pro crypto?
Yeah, they set up a Bitcoin strategic reserve for the state. I mean, they're basically one of the only states with enough oil, water, electricity that can essentially have its own. I mean, it's like it'd be the top 10 countries in the world if Texas was on its own as a state.
Gotcha. For some reason, I thought Brandon was joining me, not you. Got that mixed up. I think. Let me change the title. Of course, I want you. Well, I thought Brandon was joining. All right, cool. So let's get that. Anyways, tell me, man, more.
Set up a raid real quick, and I'm gonna set up a raid in our Telegram. Here we go.
Yeah. And let me. Yeah, for some reason, I thought because I've been dealing with him with like taxes and stuff. But let's get Eric. All right, cool. All right, so tell me, brother, what's new with CIK? I want to first start off with that because it's always good to touch base with you guys. You guys are literally a project that is probably the most professionally run that I've come across in a long, long time. And you guys just have such a good mission, message, and it's not just a meme. It's about, changing lives and helping people in life. And I love that mission because I'm all about family. I'm all about, just good energy and giving back. So what's new on your end?
Man, there's a lot of new stuff. The team is in Token 2049 and also something called the Network State. That was
Balaji.
Yeah, Balaji. He was the former CTO of Coinbase, and Jesse is good friends with him. And Brian Armstrong and I don't know if Jesse's speaking, but I know Brian Armstrong of Coinbase is speaking there today, I believe. So they're at the Network State, which is in Malaysia. Look up $100 billion ghost town. They're actually they're gonna do more crypto stuff in that $100 billion city, and kind of do some cool stuff over there. We can actually Google it, and you can
I'm gonna do that. 100 billion ghost town.
$100 billion ghost town in Malaysia.
The 100 billion abandoned city you're likely referring to is Forest City in Malaysia, a massive development built on reclaimed land near Singapore by Chinese developer Country Garden. Launched in 2016 with plans to house up to 1 million people, it was envisioned as a futuristic, eco-friendly smart city. However, due to issues like Chinese capital controls, Malaysian vice restrictions, the COVID pandemic,
COVID killed it on top of some other things that were happening.
So what's now going on? So it failed is now a ghost city, but now they're going to
it's a ghost city, but technically it's not a ghost city. It's a ghost city because it was supposed to house 1 million, and then it ended up only housing 5% of that. So I don't know, maybe think 20,000 people out there. And then, but they have full for instance, the base cafe and some of that stuff, you'll see, and then they have the network school. So the network school rented out one of the top hotels out there for life. So their whole school, I don't know if it's a 3, 6 month or a year school, but now they have the Network State Cafe, Network State Hotel. Balaji is building some stuff out there. So we got to connect with Jesse out there. I'll let Curtis and Brandon share more next week, but just put it this way. Jesse's, goal of, building things on chain, making value for people on chain. That is the real thing, is actually like not just bringing for us, our people on chain, but like bringing these people on chain, but making value, whether it's like our living, freedom, sovereignty. So that is kind of what's new, is really going deeper on using infrastructure, using things to actually everything from education to sovereignty to I call it faith finance. So like, how do we bring our capital on chain for people in faith that we're connected with? So we're just going deeper into what does this look like? What's the infrastructure? What is this? Who are the players? Who are the partners? And we're going deep in that. And we can't go too deep into it, but we're a long game. We're a long game. And Kick is going to be doing something revolutionary for the people that we're trying to serve.
Let's unpack that for a bit, and guys, if you guys are noticing, there's a new addition. I don't even think you know about this, Eric. So we're now integrating QR codes. So if you guys can check out the QR code right now, see where it links to. Keyword, just a hint, it's going to take you to the Crisis King Twitter site. But I'm very curious to know if this works, because I think it does. I don't know, but on the top left-hand corner, we have the QR code. It is for Crisis King. Eric, let me know if that works.
Yeah, let me do it. X, it's going to X. Oh, it went to, yeah.
Let's go. It works. Christ is King. If you want to get more information about them, go to their Twitter. Just scan the QR code. Pretty cool, huh?
Hey, Mike J, if you're listening, let's get our bio back to our like real short and sweet bio. We were kind of making it longer because we're trying to get our gold badge. If Elon or anyone from Twitter is listening, we keep paying for our gold badge, our year membership for the gold badge. Give us our gold badge soon. But they're like saying something about, hey, we need your articles. We need to show that you're a real organization. We need to show that. And so Elon, we are a real organization.
I can confirm, Elon. I'll have my people call your people. Give them whatever they're seeking, because they are legit. But no, I'm glad that the QR code is there.
That is a cool feature.
That is a super cool feature. To be honest with you, I was going to switch streaming platforms specifically because I think the QR feature is really, really cool. We're very digital, very modern. I want to give a lot of value to either the brands coming on or the people that I find super dope, my guests. And I think QR codes are super cool. And so it's one thing to have a scrollable banner, but I want people to know more. And this is kind of like that link. So I do like it. We'll keep it up for the rest of the show. So, all right. So tell me, okay, tell me so far what has been, has Curtis, I'm looking forward to chatting with Curtis whenever he gets back and Brandon, but like, tell me what has been, from what you've gathered, how has their experience been on the streets at Token 2049? What have been some of the highlights?
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to hearing it myself as well. But from what we're being told is like, I don't know, we call them divine connections, where it's like, you need to be out there because you're going to meet the right people at the right time in the middle of nowhere, in Forest City, in Malaysia and Singapore. So that city, if you look right over, there's videos on YouTube where you'll see it, but you look right over this like huge like infinity pool, and you look right over and you see Singapore. So Singapore is like right over the river, or whatever. Anyway, so Singapore is right there, and so everything from out there in Malaysia to out there in Singapore, it's just been divine connections. It's funny, one of these coins, even people from like Texas, there's this coin called Texas coin that they had a huge booth out there. It's just everyone was just out there representing, showing they got a picture of Mario Nafal and what's his name, Donald Trump Jr. talking about American Bitcoin. And it's just, obviously all the players, the big players are there that are, like everyone from government to, but I think the real thing is, I don't know, I keep going back to like, there's all these big money people who I think are trying to like capitalize on, like you think about the people, at least for me in Texas, there's like people with energy and like solar. They're like, all right, let's just build a huge facility and Bitcoin mine and be the big players. Like there's some of those big players that are coming on board, and yeah, they're going to, it's like I feel like every industry that's trending, those big players with money, they make all these big deals, which is great and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like decentralization and the people is key. So like, we're really looking at, there's all the big money people who are like, oh, let's buy this huge farm and
Sure.
huge like real estate and start mining everything and get our supply, our 1% of or whatever. Like, like I don't know, the Winklevoss brothers who like sued Facebook and like co-invented Facebook or whatever, and then they have like 1% of the supply of Bitcoin. Like, but not everyone's going to be like that. The majority, you, me, and everyone else, like we want 10 Bitcoin if we could. Like for all of us, a good goal would just have 10 Bitcoin, earn interest on it, and live good for life for me and our kids, and and help some people, bless some people. Like that would be a good personal goal, is like 10 Bitcoin. Anyways, I guess in saying that, the real thing is like, how do we build decentralization so that the people, people in Asia, people in America, all over, that are just barely, not barely making it, but most of the world is paycheck to paycheck. So like figuring out ways, the people that are those people paycheck to paycheck or making 5,000 to 10,000 a month, just trying to figure out like not having that much extra to buy all these things, every now and then we're degening on, here's 1,000 here for this coin, this coin, this coin. But it's like how do we actually make it where people can earn with these networks, with these DeFi organisms, by engaging, by whether it's sharing or consulting. So really figuring out more mechanisms where people can help each coin or network and grow and earn rewards for it. So that's the real model. Is like, how do we do it for the everyday person? How do we help them earn? And I know before they've used nodes, buy $1,000, 5,000, 20,000, buy a node and you earn it and you're keeping, so it's just, we just need to figure out more sustainable ways to actually help the everyday person get on chain.
That's exactly the case. How do we help the everyday average person come on chain? I mean, 10 Bitcoin would be an amazing goal, but that's pretty much gone for most of the world.
That's a million.
I don't think it's 1.2 million. Actually, as we speak,
million.
Bitcoin is about to break almost 121,000.
Yeah, 1.2 million. Yeah,
that's literally most people just want one. Let's just be honest. I mean, and that's still a goal.
I'm ambitious, so I'm going for 10.
No, I mean, I don't blame you, dude. I think that would be an amazing goal. I actually have a cousin who, like, he did it so well. He bought 10 Bitcoin in 2017 and literally just left, and he hasn't touched it since. He doesn't trade, doesn't do anything.
Are you serious?
Yeah, what a smart guy. What a smart guy. I mean, he bought.
You literally can live off the interest of it. Like you can loan it out on like Coinbase. How much can you get in a loan? Like I just know like you can like almost like loan it out and like earn enough interest.
I mean, now the tools are such where in 2017 you couldn't do that. Now you can. So absolutely. And I think it's like, you just loan it out, live off the interest. I mean, it's only going to get better and better. I think when the next bear happens, and there's always going to be a bear market, I think the play would be stack as much BTC and fuck off and just literally be in the industry. Don't trade, maybe own Crisis King, whatever. And late Nana base, of course. Those will be the two, and Bitcoin. And I think you'll be good to go. But yeah, getting people on chain. And I'm just posting the Bitcoin chart because it's a beautiful sight to see, guys. I mean, again, I just don't see how anyone can be bearish. This has been a simple retest of the January 25th high, resistance 107, 108 area. It's tested it perfectly. Like, I truly believe the market's going to absolutely pop. What are your thoughts, actually, Eric?
Man, I mean, I know Saylor talks about all the time, but it really will. It's the category king. It's like Uber. So like when Uber took over America, then it went over and just like took over every nation, or even like Airbnb. Airbnb just dominated that, like, oh, you could rent your house, and then it just took over every other nation. Like every nation is getting involved. And Bitcoin is just like it's undeniable. Like it's unstoppable. It's like a snowball that for the next 50 years or whatever, I'm really like betting on like thinking about strategically, how do we accumulate more? Like we want to set up Bitcoin strategic reserve with CIK, like with our nonprofit, like the whole organization, and we want to have be backed by things like Bitcoin, because it's like that's what you want to be backed by, because we believe from now to 2030, I mean these next 5 years are crucial to have like backing. It's like, I mean, if you look at how the Trumps built real estate, and like having those, buildings, but now it's funny because now with COVID, nobody really cares about commercial buildings as much because we're not all trying to just work floor to floor in these cubicles. So it's like even that wasn't even as sustainable as they thought it was, commercial buildings. But obviously, it's still real estate still holds value, of course. But Bitcoin, it's like this thing that is like a snowball going downhill and gaining speed. And the thing is, people, of course, there's going to be corrections, and there'll be billions and billions of people selling, and still billions and billions of people buying. And it's just like it's pretty much a commodity that is a global commodity that everyone from the sheiks that are there's like, I don't know if you guys know, but like out in like the Middle East, there's like trillionaires that are like oil sheiks and people that are not on Forbes. They're not just money from equity like Bill Gates or Elon. There's people that their money is off the books and they could just buy up 100 billion worth of this stuff. Like as that stuff starts happening, as nations start doing it. I mean, I think I just saw the UK just like through a scam, a lady that was like scammed somehow tons of Bitcoin. I'll pretty much as much Bitcoin as Sailor has. The UK just like took over some lady who had all this Bitcoin. So like now the UK has freaking like 80 billion worth of Bitcoin. So it's like it's just crazy. Like it's a crazy as an asset in the story, and it's just not gonna. I mean, even think about like you think about smart money. ARK, Kathy Wood of ARK says it's going to 15x by 2030. So this is their analyst, their top, they're, I don't know, 80 billion assets under management or something. ARK fund. They, their research, and you can go watch it on Diary of a Millionaire CEO one, Diary of a CEO. She says that by 2030, she believes it'll 15x from 100,000 to 1.5 million. And that's a conservative 1 point. And it's just based on scarcity, based on demand, and based on obviously where the nations are doing it. Everything from El Salvador, setting up El Salvador's whole country is like, it's literally turned around a bad country into a good country.
It's a very prosperous country now, and that's through the power of Bitcoin. I actually agree with you. I don't know if I believe Kathy Woods. I take what they say with a grain of salt, because money can go up and they can also short it on the way down. And bear markets hit, and I think it's just too early to tell. Kind of like I just take things on a lower time frame. I do believe Bitcoin in the long run is the best asset you can own. Short term, next 3 or 5 years, I don't know though. Not that I don't know that you can't, Bitcoin drop. It's hard to predict what's going to happen with the equities, and there could be global concerns. I mean, right now what we're seeing in this, I mean, it's just something for people to think about. What we are seeing right now is this has been in place since December 22, what we're kind of seeing. And, I'm just being honest, is a leading diagonal wave one Elliott wave. Now, I'm not saying anything, but I see, based on this trend line, 1, 2, 3, 4, I personally believe we're going to hit up, but around the 160, 170 area will probably be a lot of resistance. And maybe it goes higher, but whenever there's a bear market, if it goes back down, 62K would be pretty strong, but there'll be a buying opportunity lifetime. Could go to 111. I don't know. But I believe with you as well, long-term play, having hard money like Bitcoin, it just makes sense. And I think in the bear market, everyone's goal should be kind of to accumulate as much as possible, because that is the first currency that's truly opened up the internet capital markets, where everyone in every country has full faith and belief in one asset. Real quick, guys, Eric as well, I saw that Mike was putting on here the community room on for people to join. Now you can't really click it on a comment, but you can scan the QR code. Click the QR code right now and it'll take you to the community room. Christ is King community room. Scan it. I'm telling you, man, this scanning thing is so dope.
Yeah, so guys, yes. Check out the X community. We have amazing moderators. Shout out to Samuel, and we have Honey Wealth from Africa, and people running our Telegram, and the mod. We have amazing mods. We have people always there to welcome you, answer your questions, everything from Telegram to the X community. And they're always giving out giveaways. They're always doing meme contests. They're always doing different contests where you can earn $50, $100 USD. And so there's always ways for you to earn by just engaging and being a part of it.
I love it. I love it. And I know you guys don't really care to talk price, but I do because a lot of people are degens and they like opportunity. So that's where I come in because what I'm seeing right now, and again, guys, nothing I say is financial advice. You guys literally do whatever you want, but I really do like kind of like how the chart is looking for CIK, and I'll explain to you why. So, first of all, one of the things that I really do like about you guys, and I mean it, man, you guys are just the most professionally run organization, and you guys are here. You guys don't operate like a meme because you aren't. You operate like an organization with a purpose, and that is bringing faith on chain, and that to me is just so bullish. And so, from what I'm seeing, again, guys, this is just me kind of looking at charts. I just see a beautiful. Oh my god. This is just so beautiful. What I'm seeing right here is, the initial runoff, every coin, it hit 30 million. Wow. Every coin has their initial sells offs. And so what happens is the teams that are not here for the long run, what happens is they just do this. They do, and then boom, rug. But the teams that are here for the long run, they've shaken out all the non-believers. They've shaken out everybody, and that's what CIK has done. And this has just been a beautiful retest of the 888 fib retrace around 4.5 million or whatever. So what I expect in the coming months, again, nothing I say is financial advice. I expect this. Valhalla. Anyways,
Valhalla.
Valhalla. And I know the team doesn't need to talk about price, but your boy Bill does because he likes nice charts, and he likes.
I like what you said about shaking out the non-believers. I feel like that's what when people saw us do the lead sponsor and things like lead sponsor of on-chain summit, like we invested big into that, and like
very big,
and like it, and we didn't expect any return, but yeah, people did pump our charts leading up in the week of on-chain summit, from just having billboards out there to Jesse saying, "Hey, I bought Crisis King," and Jesse showing his love out there. And anyways, it's just but people also they pumped it, but a lot of people also sold after the week after on-chain summit or whatever. But anyways, we've shaken out the non-believers, and ultimately we're looking at the tokenized coin world of like, how do we build something bigger than just events and price action based off events? Like, oh, I'm going to do a Super Bowl ad, so pump it because I'm going to do Super Bowl ad. Or, oh, we're going to be the top sponsor of this crypto event. So whatever, you know what I mean? Like, instead of just only people wanting to pump like that, we want to, and that's kind of the next thing we're on is like actually building a sustainable, like our very target audience and so we're building kind of our branding and our stuff for like our target audience to bring the 1 million Christians on chain. And we're building that so that we can actually, as we're spending each dollar, because I come from the internet marketing world where I spend $1,000 and I know like, hey, I landed 5 clients because so it cost me $200 per client. And, the average cart value of that client was X, so like, that's kind of the world I come from. So we're looking at like the world we're building for, everything from the branding to the hooks, the video, the stories, to where we're going to be attracting the very, because attracting 1 million people, it's like they say, if you try to land everyone, you end up landing no one. So you got to like know, like, who do you serve? Who's your target audience? How are you going to help them? So like, we're really going deeper into those things. So, obviously like the degens and the meme coin people, I mean, we want you to bet on us, hold a bag, of course. But at the same time, we can't just only be for people who just are only trying to pump and like move every few days. What do they call it? Like rotation market, where everyone's just rotating based on, oh, this thing's happening with this thing's happening with this coin. Oh, this is the trend of this coin. Because it's too speculative, where everyone's just rotating to every new thing that people start telling them they should pump, or their KOLs tell them they should do. So anyways, we're thinking more long-term for like, how are we actually going to help the people that we want to onboard, and then keep them the stickiness of having the things in our ecosystem that they want, of those people that really just want this thing and this tokenized community and coin.
Absolutely. I do want to share, before we kind of wrap things up, I do want to share one of your powerful tweets that I happen to reshare and give you kudos. But before we do that, I got to play a 30-second clip. Again, guys, We do these late night on base auctions, media auctions, first of its kind. Using late night on base, I give utility. You can bid on a whole host of things. So real quick, we have a word from today's sponsor, and that is Karen on Chain. How many streams play commercials, guys? If you Crisis King, Eric, if you guys ever want me to play a commercial on the, just let me know. Send me some video. But this is what we do on Late On Base.
This ad is brought to you by Karen on Chain, which means I paid more than you, bid faster than you, and looked better doing it. And before you go asking about utility, let me save you some time. The utility is me. And if you can't recognize the value of a suburban momfluencer sipping wine while bitching out your favorite streamer or influencer, just ask Bill here how I am at engagement farming. Sorry, not sorry, Bill. Anyway, bye, Karen, or don't. I won't judge. Oh, who are we kidding? Of course I'll judge you. That's pretty much what I do here.
Karen on Chain. Karen on Chain, the brand sponsor of today's show. I'm telling you, Eric, anytime you want me to play a Crisis King, it doesn't have to be a funny video. It could be a truthfully, like, it could be a one of those power clips you put on Twitter. I will gladly do it because I'm trying to transcend how media is done in crypto and make it much more interactive as a, like, I believe in culture. I believe culture first. I'm not very corporate suit, even though I'm very much educated and very much used to be in the corporate world in real life. I feel culture is important. I feel having fun, spreading the mission. And so you guys have an amazing mission. So let me know if there's ever, a video that I can play for you guys. You're on mute.
Oh, I'm going to put one in the chat.
Put one. We'll play one.
I put one in the chat. And then there's that rap song that you shared. Oh, and then this one, I could share more on this.
Let's play one. Let's play one. All right, let's play one.
We had Rachel and Tony Robbins. We invited Rachel to this event because she was in LA, but we were with Tony Robbins and we just actually give it, I would love to talk. It's in the second tweet, but let's play the first one.
Okay, let's try it. Let me see, because you haven't sent me the actual video, so let's see if it works by just playing it on a link. So we'll try this out. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let's try this out. Also want to give a shout out to FOMO. FOMO's in the building. Is Base still alive, chat? Base is alive, brother. It is alive. It is about to pop. Especially streaming coins, late on Base, on Zora and on retake. We about to fly. Same with Crisis King. All right. Let me play this. Let's see. All right. We are going to play. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Yesterday, I think. People don't realize, it's not about a token. It's not about money. It's about, can we bring Christ into this movement?
No matter what the day is, no matter what the move is, keep going. God gave us everything to point forward, to go forward. And what we do is at a standstill, a step back. We keep on walking, regardless of what they say, what they think, and how they feel.
Whether you're spiritual or not spiritual, if you vibe with this idea of we can build something better, we can believe in each other, we can build community, and we can create a better world that works better for all of us, that you find home on this. And so I want to say thank you for finding your home here. Thank you for being part of the journey.
Jesus, that we know that
Christ on chain, Christ on chain.
So I didn't know that Crisis King is sponsoring.
Let's go. That was
a fire video.
It worked, right? You heard everything?
Yeah, no, it worked. Yeah, that was fire. Yeah, I know in StreamYard it helps to have like the original file uploaded in the MP4 area.
Hey, but like I said, I'm just cooking. So anytime I can help you guys in whatever way you need, let me know that. All right, so let's talk real quick about Tony. We don't have too much time left, 5 minutes, but I do want to know, guys, your experience with Tony Robbins. I know Rachel flew back from base camp early. I did too as well. I had other obligations, but I know she did as well. And you guys did something with Tony Robbins. Tell me about the event. How did that all come together? Yeah,
so one of our head of strategic partnerships, Weston, who I believe you've met a few times. Weston, he's been with Dream Center, and he just raised 100,000. But we sowed a good amount into as a community. So shout out to Base and the tokenized community. CIK, as a community, we sowed in a great amount. And in the picture you see on that second tweet, We got a Dream Center Icon Award for helping the homeless and the people. Tony Robbins, he pledged over $1 million that night as well.
Wow.
And matched everyone. I think we raised over 2 million that night. But we ended up, winning that Icon Award for Dream Center in LA for helping the homeless and helping people get on their feet in LA and just give resources to people struggling in Los Angeles, the City of Angels. And it was a beautiful night. And it was just cool to see a tokenized community can, receive an award for blessing people, the homeless people. And it's cool to see like what the power of tokenized community. As we bring our resources together, we can go around the world and really just make an impact in cities everywhere. And that's what we're trying to prove that what would it look like, through us all being a part of a coin, being a part of giving impact. And so we're going to be building tools for impact, tools for transparency to show like different things of giving. I even saw someone did a thing for Crypto Gaza. They raised over $2 million for Gaza right now for people that are starving in Gaza. I think that's amazing when you can use crypto for good. I think that's just so powerful. We're just proving that out right now as well.
It really is. It's just the power of internet capital markets coming together in a way that's never been done before. So there's different causes that are more close to other people, and it allows people the opportunity to interact for common missions, whether it's Christianity, whether it's feeding the homeless, whether it's saving Gaza, whatever the case is. There's something out there. If it means something to somebody, you can find others. And that's just a beautiful thing. It's kind of like the one world trying to help each other out. So, and I know when we talked at On-Chain Summit, you guys have a lot in the store of what you're trying to do. And I can't wait to just see the journey. I'm here with you guys. So let's circle back, dude. Like when do you guys want to, when should I get Curtis and
get with Brooke for Curtis's schedule for next week. But I know he's they have what's his name? They have Network State Conference today or tonight, because in Singapore it's like, I don't know, it's like early morning, it's like middle of the night right now or something, but it's our night tonight. I know like 8:00 tonight, I think it starts, because I registered for the free one. On the Network State, you can actually go to that conference, the conference virtual for free. But anyways, Armstrong, Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, is speaking. So is like a lot. Vitalik, founder of ETH, is speaking there out in Singapore. So it's gonna be really cool. I'm excited for that one, and I'm gonna check it out. But we'll get updates from Curtis and them on what they just said. It's been just like amazing things that have happened from being out there. And
I bet the networking, getting to know the people in the industry, that's amazing that you guys are going to all these things. So I'm truly happy for you guys. And again, guys, if you guys, this afternoon, and I have to show you this sometime, Eric, because what I think I'm eventually going to be opening up this tech and this stuff to open up to other creators, other brands. I'm basically linking internet capital markets for brands to find crypto personalities and creators to find brands to all benefit it. So there's a lot of things to do with auctions. So maybe there's something Christ is King maybe wants to auction out using this auction tech. And so, we get people around the world to bid. Actually, we're going to, by next week, we'll be able in the beta. I'll get you in the beta, because we're going to create this separate platforms called House, and it's going to be pretty big, but you'll be able to allow people around the world to bid in your token if you want. So if you decide, hey, I want to do this auction in USDC, cool. Or, hey, I want Kick to be the primary value driver, we'll be able to do that. So yeah, guys, today, I'm opening up another 48-hour on-chain late nano-based auction, full-blown blitz. All of it is only in late nano-based. It's super gamified. If you get outbid, instantly you get your money back. But you get a ton of stuff, man. Brand sponsor for 4 shows, guest appearance on the stream, Zora highlight clip, banner in the top 10 base media app. Just like I played a commercial for Karen and also for Christ is King, I'll be playing that for you as well. QR code, banker campaign, all the things. So check that out. But brother,
your sponsorship, guys, man, Late Night on Base has one of the most amazing shows on Base. That's why when we came in the space, we saw Bill on Base, and we're like, dude, this guy, he's holding it down, consistent, every day showing up. And you can't beat that. They say hard work beats talent. You know, like there's some people that are just so talented, but then they'll only work like once every year.
Yeah.
So, but if you show up every day and you just like, you don't even have to have the best microphones, best lights, best everything. You just got to show up, be willing to do it, and come on.
Well, I appreciate you. Although I did buy a new camera. Let's go 4K. I look better. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I was missing that. My old camera wasn't really up to par. But listen, Eric, I appreciate you, brother. Let's get together soon, dude. And anything you need from me, just holler.
Appreciate it, Bill. Thanks,
all right,
everyone.
guys. All right, everyone. Cheers to the almost 500 people across all broadcasts tuning in. Appreciate you all. Until next time. Later, guys. Later, Eric.